Hey everybody, welcome to Great Days. It's me, Andrew, and I hope everybody is doing swell today. I hope everybody is doing great. I know I am. The sun is out. I had my fruit, I had my meditation, and I had my yoga. Okay? So I'm happy. I hope you're happy. Today, we're going to be talking all about truth and what they don't tell you, okay? This video is called The Truth. Imagine those two words right here because I ain't gonna edit them in. The truth. Okay? You can take my word for this. I ain't crazy, but I am one of the only dudes talking about this, and the man who speaks truth is often hated. Okay? Or is often thrown shade. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get right into this. I'm feeling great, like I said. Feeling great. The truth. Number one on the truth. The government governs your mind. And we're gonna break down the word a little bit. I know y'all are all thinking, oh my god, another government wacko who just wants to talk. But let's break down the word government first, okay? Observe. Government. This word consists of two words, which is govern, meaning to govern something, and ment, M-E-N-T, is short for mental, M-E-N-T-A-L. The word government translates to governmental, meaning government is to govern minds, okay? They have you live under guidelines and conditions and make you their personal property for their will. They program you against yourself. Literally, they program you with television, with celebrities, with agendas that aren't part of yours, and they distract you your entire life so you can live in a state of poverty and ignorance. And not only poverty and ignorance is where they want you, but they also go as far as claiming you as property and then having you follow guidelines according to their community, or else your ass is getting imprisoned, you know? So, number one on the truth, the government controls people. The government controls minds. The word government means to govern mentals, govern minds. Number two on the truth, the Matrix. If you have ever seen the movie Matrix, then you have a concept of and a synchronizing of what the Matrix is. But I'll explain further simply. The Matrix lives backwards. Hate is great, and love is bad. The Matrix drains your energy fields. You know, my etherical body, my magnetic body, and my electromagnetic body. It literally drains and breaks this energy field, my aura. It literally breaks it, and my aura is a necessary part of my body. So when the Matrix drains your energy, your aura, or breaks it, or punches holes in it, because it is an actual body of itself. It's an energy body, and they can harm it. So when they harm it, it leaves your physical body in sickness and disease. This is why many people globally have cancer. Okay, it's not just one disease. It's just many. It's just a whole lot of damage to your body in reality, and then they create a fucking label for it, which is cancer. Come in for trillions of fucking dollars for the treatment, which isn't even a cure, it's a treatment, okay? Which they do have the cure for cancer. They had the cure for cancer when they created that label for damaged people, okay? The Matrix lives backwards. Like I said, hate is great, and you see this everywhere. People are afraid to love because of this. They're literally afraid to be genuinely loving. They'd rather yell to people in a hateful manner, or they'd rather make fun of people and then laugh about it. This is what hysteria is, and this is why people are so neurotic as well. And love is wrong. This is what they tell you. Again, that's why people are afraid to love. Show some love. The Matrix drains your energy fields and uses this energy like a farm. They then drain your aura, your energy, and then they use that same energy to create the Matrix, which just keeps cycling in that nature. It's basically a giant my bad, sorry guys. It's basically a giant farm for energy, and they use means of simulations, deep dream encapsulation, and many far out ideas, but it's all truth. Like I said, this is why The Matrix is a movie, okay? Because there's actual truth to be documented and put out. So they want you in fear, simply. They want all the population, as much people as they can, to be in fear and to be in ignorance and to be in poverty and lack of freedom. But if you're here on my channel, we ain't gonna have this. This is why I'm telling you all this, because we are going to use this knowledge and we are going to shift into the love vibration, a higher consciousness, so we can inevitably turn the tide on the globe. You know, it's a whole movement, and we're going to create ours here wherever we are and join the global movement for a shift into love and higher consciousness, higher health, and higher vibration. So the Matrix is basically a farm for energy. They farm people in the Matrix through highly spiritual technological means, and then they use that energy to build upon that same Matrix to keep strengthening it, and keep doing that to bring people's vibration down, their spiritual natures, their wealth, and their freedom, you know. Number three is a great one. Number 3, global experimentation is taking place as I speak. Globally, transhumanism is in progress, okay? For those of you who do not know what transhumanism means, it basically means altering a human's DNA to make them into a whole different species, but still looking human. And this is kind of like homunculi making, which is basically getting a dog and a human and then morphing the two, and then the end result is a homunculi. If you've seen The Full Metal Alchemist, then you know what a homunculi is, and transhumanism is literally along the same lines of creating homunculi. Okay, so it's some dirty stuff that transhumanism is doing. Transhumanism is progressing, and they will use whatever inhumane means to altercate humans' DNA or their genetics to create such beings like cyborgs, Archons, you know, parasites, whatever. Okay? There's so many, and there's so much different entities that they that they create via experimentation. They alter people's DNA with whatever inhumane means. They don't care. They make it look aesthetically correct to society, and then they literally go in for the altercation of one's DNA or their genetics, GMOs. That this is one form of it. Genetically modified objects. Most of the conventionally my bad, I'm getting so fast and caught up. Most of the conventionally grown food is genetically modified, and whenever you eat this genetically modified produce, it alters or modifies your genetics, and genetics is directly related to DNA, and when your DNA is drastically changing due to the GMO consumption, you are literally changing from human to whatever DNA that they want to bring about in you. Okay, so that was number 3, experimentation, transhumanism. This is a fact, and it's literally happening right in your hands every morning if you eat GMOs. But it's not only in GMOs, it's further into diseases and even further into literally where you are putting yourself and the information you're taking in. So number 4 on the truth, all these are truths, like I said, humbly. The Archonic legions, and most of you are probably like, what the hell is that? Archons are beings that are far from human, and they have been made by means of transhumanism, but they're more transmutanism, because they're literally like gargoyles and what are those other ones called? The chimera, the lion with the snake tail and the wings. These creatures are part of the legions of the Archons. The Archons are like the reigning gods, and they all control legions of these mythical creatures that we've heard so much about but we've never seen. The only reason we've never seen Archons is because they keep us in a firmament, meaning they keep a veil on people like a habitat to your pet, which will never truly know that it's in a habitat if you don't want him to know. It's basically one of those things. So let me go back. The Archonic legions, the elites, the shadow government, okay, Bill Gates and Elon Musk and many others, and inorganic beings like cyborgs, and even the elites are inorganic because they've already gotten the Neuralink, and they already are using the augmentation that it provides you, so they are already cyborgs. They are already inhumane, and they are already inorganic. Okay? So the Archonic legions, once more, the elites, the shadow government, and the inorganic beings are manipulating the population for destruction, generating violence and fear in the masses. Like I said, there is many evil forces on the planet that are actually real. Like, you've ever read a story about the global takeover of or from AI or cyborgs? This is an actual concept, okay? And it's literally taking place. It's not something that some crazy dude wrote. It's literally a literal reality, and these types of realities are controlling the masses or the humans like us, and well, as far human as we are, and using us, subliminally casting violence, so we can destroy the earth and each other and bring down the vibration of the planet. Okay? So that's number 4. They are manipulating us to be in fear. Then that leads to ignorance, and then that leads to hatred, and then violence, and then destruction, and then it's bringing the earth's vibration down and ours individually and collectively. So that was number 4. Number 5 is the power outages, the food and water shortages, and the lockdowns, and global diseases, mind you, and global diseases are all means of population control. All these catastrophes significantly thin the population, if you haven't noticed, and generate fear, and further from fear generates dependency upon the matrix, which is literally, like I said, farming you by draining your energy, your aura, and then strengthening that same matrix to keep doing the same population thinning through periodical catastrophe, okay? Which doesn't need to happen. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary imbalance in the earth, okay? They literally have everything so organized, because think about it. Elites, they're billionaires. Bill Gates, in order to be a billionaire, you have to be so organized day by day of your life, year by year. Literally, you have to be 100 years ahead to hold that much status and that much power, and he's an elite. So if there's many elites in this same mindset, they can literally just web imbalance into the globe like it was nothing, because we are so in ignorance due to all the atrocities that they project onto us, like literal GMOs. Or if you haven't seen my video, check it out right here. Top 10 top 10 contaminants in the tap water. That's some of the stuff they do. Literally, there is more than 350 known contaminants in the tap water, but I just covered 10. So that water is literal poison, and there's literal learning disabilities that you attract from drinking that water or even just taking a shower. So know what these people do and speak up a little bit more. Make yourself more conscious of all these truths, because we need more people to be able to speak up on such, okay? Integrating a conscious understanding of why they do such things, which is to slave you away, encapsulate you within energy drain to keep their community going, their matrix. Then, once we integrate the understanding of this and shed more light on it, individually we will raise our vibrations from steering away from the stuff that we don't need to be doing, and we will then start generating more courage, and with courage comes love. Less fear, more love. This is what we need. We need to generate more love, and we will literally attune to a higher consciousness, a higher awareness. And when we're aware of more, we can then generate more amplification to our vibration. Just like they're continuously fueling their matrix with fear and strengthening it, we got to do the exact opposite. We got to generate a community of love, and we got to then strengthen that, and everybody literally is in their best life from there, and everybody is getting their health up. Everybody is attuning to a higher consciousness, their wealth, their best life. This is what I'm trying to give to you, and it all starts with standing up for the truth. Truth will prevail, and we will generate more love. Generate some static from your fingertips, like Nikola Tesla. Rest in peace to him. He was at the end of their praying, okay? Because he was trying to give the world a free energy. He was trying to bring the world to 0 point energy, and he was trying to give the world literal free energy, and they were like, no, no, no. Well, fuck the people who are like, no, 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 and let's get some courage and rebel. This is a movement, and we are going to bring about change to this place. I thank you for watching. I love you. I really do. I consider you, and I appreciate you. Okay? Subscribe. Click upon this video. I hope you liked. Generate some static from your fingertips. If you can see it, then you're in a higher vibrational frequency. I love you, and have a great day, everybody.